Gel Beauty 87 here, and today we're going to get into the Juvia's Place Wahala 2 palette. I do have the original one as well, so we'll compare those. I come to the end as far as color stories go, but I liked the color story of the new one way better than the old one. And when we open it up, of course, you all will see why if you haven't already seen it opened or whatnot. So the original one has 1.25 ounces. Whereas this new one only has 1.06 ounces, but they're charging the same amount. So it's like, why am I paying the same amount for less shadows? And I'm noticing that's going on with a lot of brands. And y'all know I don't usually check up on stuff like that. But since I'm trying to do make more informative videos as far as like actual amounts of product, things like that for people who do care about stuff like that, I wanted to point that out. So there is less in this one, but they're still charging the same amount. The same thing with the Natasha's Vanilla highlighter, like I talked about in another video. That has 2, I think, grams or ounces less than the older highlighters, and the older highlighters cost less. So I was trying to figure that out. I don't know if it's because of the packaging or whatnot, because the packaging of these is different, but the pans are smaller, which is why. But I figure they did their pans smaller because people always complain about how their pans are so big. So I noticed they started going down smaller and smaller in size. Like when they did the minis, they went down to this size, and with this palette, they went down to this size. And they've been doing this size for a little while now. I'm assuming because they gave you more shades, and this is why it costs more. But it's like, if you give me less products and more shades, shouldn't it be like $35 instead of $38 since the pan size is smaller and I'm getting less product? I don't know. That's just how I feel about it. I'm like, if you're giving me less, but you charge the same amount, then I got a problem, because it's like, it's not the same quantity that I was getting before. So I don't like the fact that you're charging that more. I mean, charging the same when I'm not getting as much. That's just my personal opinion on it. Anyway, as you can see, this is why I like this one way better. What is dominating this palette? Say it with me now. Blue and purple and green, as it should be. So this one comes with only 3 press glitters, whereas the old one, y'all saw that I just showed you, it came with 4 press glitters. I like this pan style better. This whole little section, believe it or not, though, is giving me like the blueberry muffin palette from BH Cosmetics vibes. Like, that's what this whole little section gives me right here. Let me know how y'all feel, because I want to do swatch comparisons on it, but I don't have it here with me, so I have to do it tomorrow. Sorry, I threw this one back on the bed, but oh, I'm sorry, both of them had 3 press glitters. I thought this one had 4, but I forgot this is a this is just like a topper type shade, but it gives me like press glitter vibes. Anyway, both of them have 3 press glitters. Both of them have, I think they're supposed to have the same amount of shades. I forgot how many shades come in these palettes. It might be more because it's smaller. I don't know. Let's see. 4. So it's 20 shades in this one. I think there might be more in this one, and maybe that's why they thought it was okay to charge the same price, even though it's like smaller. Yes, this one gives you 30. So I guess that's how they can justify charging the same price for it, because there's 30 shades in this one, whereas 20 shades in the other one. But it's like, if it's still less product, is it really? I don't know. Anyway, let's actually put it on my eyes instead of constantly rambling about the price point of it. I'm going to use the tone activator. If I didn't already put it on, I think I already put it on. I need to find a palette with a mirror, because as y'all know, Juvia's Place loves to be like color popping on, you know, damn mirror. So let me find a palette real quick that has a mirror in it to do it with. I got some sitting beside me, so I guess I'll do that. Yeah, I'll just grab this one. Now y'all know I'm gonna have to use like the blues, purples, and greens in here today, right? Like, I'm not really big. We're gonna do it like an orangey pinkish type look too, though. Or I might just save like 2 looks for Instagram and then 2 looks for here. Y'all know which ones I want to do here, though. But I'm gonna try to just do like a orange. I'm thinking that maybe I'll do the oranges and blues together instead of just, you know, doing what you expect me to do. And then I want to do a look with this one right here, because this duochrome pink thing, it's a vibe. So I kind of want to do this little cluster right here, minus the pressed glitter, obviously, because that shit's dead. And then maybe I'll just go down the line to this green one, and then give y'all a classic blue look on IGTV. Anyway, let's get started. Open up this other palette to get my eye look. And in traditional fashion, there are no brushes prepared for this video, so we just gonna go in the jar and grab some. Y'all, was trying to get up the was it Pat McGrath's video today with the highlighter, because I got the highlighter in on Tuesday, but y'all know I don't do videos on the weekend, so I was trying to get it up today, but that ain't happening. It's only at like 10%, and I filmed it, I think, like around 9:30, 10 o'clock. So I kind of cut that kind of short for my damn self, so I can't get too mad about it. But I'm just over here like, man, could you just, you know, do what I want you to do, which is, you know, just go up already. This brush still feels kind of wet. Okay, yeah, now I'm going to have to put that one back downstairs. I guess I'll just use this one. I like to use a different brush for the outer V now. So I'm trying to find a brush that I usually like to use for that. And the one I just picked up was the one I had just used previously. So it's still a little damp, even though they did a pretty good job of drying. Anyway, I'm going to start off with this orange right here. So I'm going to take the orange. Well, actually, I'm going to take the pink on the outer V. And then I'll probably try to put the orange, excuse me, all across the crease. So we'll start off with that color Too Much. Every time I see the words too much together, I think it's too much mouth. Anyway, let's start. Pink on the outer V, and I'm just patting it. I'm not like blending it. Because I find sometimes when I blend colors like this, it doesn't sit well on my skin. I mean, it does, when it blends out, it doesn't give the same color payoff that it gave when you initially put it on. So I'm trying to stamp it and like not blend it. I usually blend it like when it comes to it in the crease. But I'll start off trying to like stamp everything first. But I'm not trying to take it too far into the crease because as y'all know, we trying to, you know, hook up. And I'm going to do 2 different eye looks, so it's going to be a long one, y'all, as usual. Lately, though, I've been like trying to cut it down some. Okay, so I patted it out and I didn't blend it, but I still feel like it's not, it's pigmented once I started like patting it. Maybe I patted too much, but pat it a little bit more. So I have the color intensity payoff I was looking for. And yeah, I guess I'll have to do. Now I'm going to go into the wasted shade, which is the bright orange shade. And do that. I'm just start patting that as well. I'm liking the fact they put some neon-y-ish type colors in here instead of a traditional holiday palette. Because I heard this is supposed to be another holiday palette for them. I'm really here for it. Y'all have so much makeup coming in. So I guess celebrate my birthday or just make videos in general. Like I just ordered the Mario quads. I just got my old dye order in. I got like a few things that need to go up that's like new. So y'all have some new stuff coming soon. Like the week of my birthday, there was like Pat McGrath week. So hope you prepared to see a lot of Pat McGrath. Because that week is going to be Pat McGrath like every single day. Except for like Monday and Saturday. Yeah, that Monday and Saturday are going to be other things. But every other day. What's going on my nose? Did it fall out of my nose? What is that? Sorry, that was just real random. Anyway. Every single day on my birthday is Pat McGrath, I'm telling y'all. Or is this the foundation just breaking up? Sorry, y'all, but it's just like really random spots on my nose. And I'm like, what is this? I'm not feeling it. As you can see, I'm blending out the orange, but I'm still not really trying to blend out the pink. And the duochrome shades just look so cool, so I was like, I just have to use it. I'm so sorry. I'm trying to see if there's a shade in this palette we can dust over this one just to kind of blend it out a bit. Matter of fact, we can take this lit shade right here. We'll take this one and dust it over this orange and this pink situation. So let me grab a brush to that with real quick here. What's the brush I normally use? Here it is. Just something to buff it down a little bit and make it look a little bit smoother. My son asked if we could play, you know, Monopoly tonight. So I'm like, I guess. I'm not one who's really big on like board games or games in general. But a lot of times it's like I'm just tired. It has nothing to do with not want to do stuff with him. It's just more, I be tired and then like I be trying to make sure I do like videos to stay up and then I still be trying to like give him time and it's just like a lot. And then I like today we need to go get gas and like we're not gonna get any groceries, but we're gonna get some. Well, I gotta get one thing from the store for my mom, so like I guess I get I guess I'll look around at groceries since I'm gonna be at the grocery store or whatever, but I don't know, like I don't feel like it's anything I like truly, you know, need. Okay, y'all, so we're gonna swatch the shade I was talking about and see if you can see like the dual chrominess of it. Like, look at that. Look at it. And they feel so smooth too when you pull it out. Like, look at how awesome that is. And you see when I turn my hand, you can see the different color like right there. I'm just like, yes. It reminds me of the shade in the, what is it? The Divine Rose by Pat McGrath. Like, that's what that's kind of vibes it's giving me. And since it's sitting right next to me, let's swatch it. Because I was going to do a palette match with the original Divine Rose and then the Risque Rose Quad along with the Divine Rose 2 palette. And that one, since that's what's going on, I have the limited edition rose gold packaging. But yeah, it kind of reminds me of this shade right here. So let's swatch it and see. Now this one is a little bit lighter when you first touch it, but it's like I feel like with the shifts, like the shifts are the exact same color. Theirs is just a bit deeper in the pan when you look at it. So I'm just like, okay. You find out people out here just doing all these shifty shades. And in the original palette, y'all know there's a shifty shade in there as well. So when I do my palette mashup, I'm thinking about like using the shifty shade in there then. Put this palette back there. Anyway, let's put the shifty shade on my lid now. Because it's just so gorgeous. I feel like it needs to be there. Okay. I'm definitely feeling this second palette better already than the first one. So, definitely here for it and it's a vibe. Okay, so yeah, y'all, I'm okay. I'm here for this eye look. How you doing? Okay, Juvia's place. I see you, girl, over there. Yes, honey, yes. So let me get a clean brush to dust over all of this. I'm gonna just take this genuine coat brush. I caught these on sale for like a $3 haul, and I was like, yes. And shout out to my girl Beauty Deals BFF as usual. She just showed that Rowan is having a 31% off sale for Halloween, and I'm like, yes, I'm here for it because I wanted to try one of their cool tone palettes because I heard the shimmers look really wet on the lid, and y'all know I can definitely vibe with that. So I'm like, when I get done with this video, I'm gonna have to go over there and buy me. They have a cool tone one, so of course y'all know that's the one I'm buying. They got a couple of warm tone ones, and I'm like, yeah, who cares? I'm sorry, no one invited you to this party. And if they did, they lied when they told you that I invited you because I did not, like, at all. I didn't. Anyway, I'm going to go and buy that. That was that long-winded answer right there. So I'm thinking to check the shade Period with the T and put that. So let's watch it so you can see how it looks. It's a nice, like, vibrant, orangey-ish copper type situation here. This one right here. So that's one we're going to put in the corner. It's not as vibrant as I would like, but I feel like since we got a dual chrome situation on the lid, we don't need to be using all this right here, trying to be like super extra with it. You know, like we can use that when we do like our nice little purple situation. We'll use it then. So right now we're just going to take this shade, Period, and put that in our inner corner there. So, all right. So much for these being limited edition, right? Yeah. I remember when this first came out, it was limited edition. I hate when they do shit like that. I mean, I didn't fall for the hype. It was just more of I figured y'all would want to see a video on, and I bought it. If it was up to me, I would only have the second Wahala palette. I don't even like the first one that much. I mean, it works fine, but, you know, I'm not that big a fan of it. I just literally bought it to review for y'all. Now that the second one came out and I like it better, I'm thinking about just getting rid of the first one. Like, I really am. So this is the finished eye look with the Wahala palette, the first one. Let's get into the second one now. So I'm thinking, and I really like the shade Wicked, but I feel like I need to use some mattes too. So I'm gonna swatch. I honestly just want to use like a little cluster of like these. Sorry, I should hold it up when you can see it. A little cluster of like maybe these 4 right here or something like that. But they have this dual chrome called Money here that y'all know I'm here for, and it's a vibe. But I think I want to save that one to put on Instagram. So wait, where's the original Wahala palette? Why do I keep throwing it away? I guess because I don't like it. But I feel like the shifty shade here is really similar to the shifty one here. I feel like this one's just pulling way more purple when you move it as opposed to this one right here. So I'm gonna swatch both of those now while we're here. Like the shade Money. I can see the shift in it. It's like a blue-purple shift. It reminds me of a single I got from Luxie Beauty called Omega. It's really similar to that. So just give you an idea. So this is what both of them look like. As you can see, they have similar tones. This one just seems to pull more green when you first look at it. But they both have that same type of shift to like purple. This is just a lighter purple and this is a darker purple. I can see it based on the angle I'm looking at it though. But yeah, they look really similar. I knew as soon as I saw it that it reminded me of something. It reminded me of something in the other palette. So we're going to have to do a battle of the Wahala palettes now for sure. Just because, you know, like they got similar shades. So it's like, can I make a similar eye? Look, sis, do I really need this? Like, let's get into it. I mean, I know they don't have the same blue because obviously I used this blue with that, if I remember correctly. And I just used this as an inner corner highlight. And I might have used this shade too. I don't remember when I first did my first look. But it's like, since they got this blue in here and then they got this tealish type blue in here. It's like, I feel like this shade and this shade versus the two I showed y'all, this one and this one, we have a little eye showdown, and then we'll see if the dual chromes are the same and if it looks the same. But let me get into the eye look I'm trying to do now. So matter of fact, since I'm going to do that, we're going to skip on the blues today, and we'll just go for this green row right here. So I'm going to start off with the shade, I'm going to start with the shade Lust. Then I'm going to go into the crease with the shade Jealous. And then I'm going to use the shade Hater on the lid. And then I might do like this one toward the back of the lid like I like to do, y'all. And then this one toward the front of the lid. And then we use just about everything in this row. So we'll know how the majority of the greens in the row work. So yeah, we're going to do that. And then we'll have a battle of with those shades that I just swatched that look really similar to each other on my hand. And see if they look really similar on the eye. And if you can get the same effect without having to, you know, use the same, buy both of the palettes. So, sorry, y'all, I gotta get more brushes because I was not prepared as usual. Is that ought to be brush dry yet? I really prefer to use this. Let's see. Yeah, it's dry enough. Okay, so we're gonna take the shade Lust. Start on my outer V. Go let go. My grandmother's neighborhood continues to be annoying. So I had left the trash cans out when I had left on Sunday, because y'all know I go home on Sunday, and they don't get their trash picked up till like Friday. So I was like, well, I don't want, you know, like a bunch of animals trying to get into the trash can and all that, and having any issues going on with that, because, you know, I didn't take out the trash. But it's like nobody's ever here till like Friday, and it's like I get here like at night on Friday, and obviously they're gonna pick up trash in daytime. So I was like, okay, well, I'll leave it out Monday, and then, you know, I'll leave it out Sunday, and then when I come back Friday, I'll just bring it back in. So I get here, and there's like a notice on the door talking about how you can't leave the trash can out, and this, and this. And I'm like, but are you going to come bring the trash can out for me? Because I don't see anybody doing anything for this household or paying any bills up in here. So are you going to come do that? Why are you leaving these notices? But she lives in one of these suburbs that pretends to be a decent suburb, but it's like they're obviously clearly poor, else you wouldn't be trying to go around finding everybody for everything, so that way, you know, you have some money for your suburb. As far as I'm concerned, it's a crappy suburb, and I would never want to live in it. But when you don't do your research when you're buying a home, you just go out and don't tell anybody anything and do it on your own. This is what happens. You end up in a situation like this, where it's like you live in a shitty suburb. They're trying to charge you $1 million for stuff that, you know, like the suburb I live in, they don't do this type of stupid stuff, and they have like the same rules implemented as her suburb does. But because her suburb is so poor and mine isn't, they don't implement the rules the way the suburb she lives in does, which is truly annoying, because I feel like every time I look up, they always over here trying to come up with some excuse as to why she could possibly have a fine and all that. And it's like, y'all need to get a life. Like, y'all need to get laid. Y'all need something. I don't know what you need, but you need to get it and take your ass on somewhere. Because she's an 89-year-old woman with dementia. You over here constantly harassing her about stupid things that mean nothing. I was like, it's just pathetic. And like one time I had taken trash cans out for her during the week, and then I had came back like on a Friday night, and it was like super dark outside. So I was like, okay, I'll just go get the trash cans out in the morning, because like in the middle of the night, like my cousin this was when we were still letting her stay by herself, he had Ubered her over some lunch. But it was like around dinner time when I showed up, but I was trying to like get over there before rush hour started. I mean, I got here after rush hour started, because I forgot what I ended up having to do, but I ended up having to do something for myself. And so I was like, well, I'm not going to drive through rush hour traffic trying to get here. So as soon as I got here, of course, I was concerned about my grandmother eating dinner, because I figured she had just been sitting around snacking like she used to do before she had moved in with us. So I was like, okay, I'll get in the morning. I get up in the morning. Now, mind you, y'all know I'm not an early morning riser, because, you know, I work at night. So it's like the morning is usually when I'm supposed to sleep. But since I had the day off, I was like, I'll get up at like 10. I get up at 10, like literally, I think a half an hour after I got up to get ready. The police are at the door talking about how you're not supposed to leave the trash cans out past a certain date. I'm like, I got here late at night the night before, and she has dementia, so she, you know, wasn't thinking about grabbing the trash can. I was like, the crazy thing is, like, in 5 minutes, I was about to go out and actually get the trash cans, because it was like I had just finished doing my makeup for a video. So I was like, I'll grab the trash can, bring it up, and then I'll, you know, start making my videos. But I didn't want it like sitting out there forever, because I knew it had been sitting out all week. So the fact that they like came to the door 5 minutes before I was supposed to do it really irritated me, because I'm like, if y'all was so concerned about it, then why didn't you just pull it back up and like tell her not to have that happen again? Like, why are we going through all this? Like, I'm telling y'all, this suburb gets on my last nerve. It's the shittiest suburb I have ever seen. They are a sad excuse for a suburb. It should not exist. Ooh, look how shiny and pretty is this. Child. Yeah, so I'm just like, look here. Like, I'll be so glad when we can get rid of this house, because this is like the worst neighborhood ever. They are like the saddest excuse for a suburb I've ever seen. And then, like, they tried to get us to go to court talking about how this was done, even though I had one of my friends come over and do the exact thing that they were talking about. They swore up and down that it didn't happen. So then my mom calls them on it, and she's like, so do I still need to come to court for blah, blah, blah? Because last time I checked, blah, blah was done. And they're like, oh, no, it's fine. So you're going to let us drive all the way out here and then find out that it was fine, even though we already knew it was fine, and you already knew it was fine? Like, this is what I'm talking about. Like y'all, they are just a sad, sad, sad excuse for a suburb. Like, y'all just burn it down. Burn the whole suburb down. Y'all are trash. Trying to say. These shimmers, though, they that fired. Look at that. Y'all, look at this eye. Chuck. It's upstaging like the dual chrome by like a lot. So dual chrome, I'm gonna need you to get it together. Would you like to make a statement on why, you know, the shimmery shades is just disrespecting you so bad? Like, do you want to make a statement? Or you just gonna stay in the corner and chill? Oh, I bet. Now, for the inner corner, I think I'm gonna take one of these sparkly shimmery shades. So we're gonna swatch those and figure out which one to put in our inner corner. Okay, this one is one of them shimmery ones. Looks like it turns to a gold finish. I don't want gold. So you already out running. I like this silvery looking shade, because when I do looks like this, I kind of like to have a silvery back to it. Although, okay, those shades look really similar. Is it just me, y'all? Do these look really similar? Like, I feel like this is a little brighter version of that one, and they both look silvery. So it's like, what's the point of both of them being in here? I don't understand. Make it make sense. And this is like, see, all three of these shades look the same, y'all. Is it just me? Let me close up so you can see. Don't all three of these look the same to you? Why do we need all three of these if they look exactly the same? I just want to know. Because I swatched all three of them. I'm looking at all three of them. I mean, like, this one looks a little more white champagne-ish. This one looks like it's a little bit of a lighter version of this one. But it's like, if all of them look silverish and when they're on the eye, they're going to look exactly the same, what was the point of all three of them? I don't understand. Did you just run out of ideas and you knew we was going to get mad as hell that you already had 3 press cutters in here, so you didn't want to add more press cutters? So you was like, let's just add 3 silver shades. with like the slightest bit of different undertone. And that's how we're going to justify calling this a 30 shade palette. Because it's like, y'all literally saw all of them looked exactly the same. I just showed it to you. Like, where's the difference? I mean, I'm right up in your face with it, sis. Where's the difference? This one looks a little more champagne-y, like I said. This one might look like it might be a little brighter. But it's like, otherwise, all three look the same. Wait, why? Why? So I'm going to just take the actual silver one. This one right here, called Greed. And we might put some Ambition on top of it. Just because they decided to put both of them in here, even though they weren't necessary. So, yeah. Let's just do that. So we starting off with Greed. It's quite blinding and nice as usual. Look at it. Yes. Blend it up just a little bit there. Here, there we go. Now we're gonna take the shade Ambition, put it on top. And see, it gave it a little extra of that bland, sparkly white. So, I mean, they're good to layer, but as far as, like, just using them individually, I don't see any difference in them other than, like, this first one at the top that's more like champagne-y, goldish looking shade. So, my thoughts on this palette. We obviously know I like this one better than the first one just by its color story alone. I mean, I don't care about, like, these little, like, well, probably this little section right here with the 4 boring browns. It's kind of giving me like that, the Nubian 3 Coral Vibes palette. I mean, Coral, what was it, Nubian 3 Coral palette? It's giving me those vibes, this little section right here. So I'm like, I don't know if each little section of this palette is supposed to give you vibes from a different palette. But that's what this little section automatically gives me vibes for. Along with this little, like, strip right here. Like, this little portion just makes me think of that palette, and then like the silvers over here just makes me think of that palette as well. So it's like, if you already have that palette, I don't know if you necessarily need this. If you're more of a warm tone person, if you want to dip your toe in the color, I guess that would be good. But yeah, my preference when it comes to these, of course, is the second one, just because there's literally like 2 rows of just blue and purple, and then 1 row of green. I mean, I like the silvers as well. I mainly like colors like these, though, to put in the inner corner. So I would definitely recommend this one over the original, even though you get more in the original as far as like product goes, but you get more shades in the newer one, but you get less product. So we know we ain't going through eyeshadows like that, so it ain't really necessary for it to, like, I guess, really make that big a difference to you. It's just more of color story and which one you feel like would be best for you. But I feel like the second one is definitely best for me, and I should have just waited on this one and I got this one. But again, because I do make videos, I got this one to share with you all. But those are my thoughts. I'm liking this one. I like the fact they put more than 1 dual chrome in this one too. Because if I remember correctly, there's only 1 dual chrome in this one. But let's check. Yeah, nothing else is shifting in here. So it's just this one, and then there's a topper in this one. I don't think there were any toppers in this one from what I saw. Wait, is it the 3rd dual chrome? Let me see, are you a dual chrome too? Yeah, they got a 3rd dual chrome in this one. Let me swatch it. It's called Dope. So this is Dope right here. It's the 3rd dual chrome-ish type shade. But yeah, I will swatch these in comparison to the other one on IG like I normally do. So I'm going to do swatch comparisons of these 2 on IG because this video is long enough as it is. But I hope you all enjoyed this video and my recommendations on this palette versus the first one. Remember, you all are diamonds. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye.